fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here we go. 180! Wins 5-3, wins 5-3!
They'll run on first down. Strong. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Right back to him on first down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz. This short throw caught by Goddard. And this will get him all the way inside the Giants' 10. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On 2nd down, Strong. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Wentz now on 3rd and goal. This is caught. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
He's coming. Double up.
Now Saquon Barkley, a man who played collegiately here in the Keystone State. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Let's go now. 90, Wolf.
Man up, deep. Man up, deep.
Shoot.
A first down carry for Barkley. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now Saquon Barkley. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Fighting to stay upright inside. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley. His 5th touchdown now on the year. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. Solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On second down now, Strong. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, their last miss on 3rd down, they actually were able to alleviate it because they picked it up with a 4th down conversion. I don't know that they'd be wise to try and do that again here. To me, you got to punt the ball away.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Stop made there by Gerald McCoy.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There's a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Corner blitz by Josh Norman works like a charm. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing Jones, and a pressure gets to him again. Fletcher Cox, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 1st down, Strong. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one.
It's easy for her. Here we go. Sunday. Right there. 54 miles. Watch his foot.
On 2nd down, Strong. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
He can't hang.
The great 57.
51. 51 to Mike.
Hey, zoom.
Quiet, team. We're pretty quiet. Mike 51. Mike 51.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. 7 yards on the quick slant and a 1st down.
Sunday. 74. Hey, team 6.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lorenzo Carter has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
SOS. Check. Fresno. Slant.
Black.
Now Wentz. Open man, Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Hey, exit.
Hey, Mike 51. Russell, hang in there now.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Gets it to Strong. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Running with Howard. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14.
29 is the Mike. Mike 20.
Hey, kill. Hey, 4, don't kill.
Hey, you don't want to see me.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And he's got his man on the out route. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Kill.
Check 50.
On 3rd down, Strong. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
And that's why you spend a 1st-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. Flush to his right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full.
They run the counter. Strong. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Eagles have taken the lead. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7.
Here we go.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
That good for 22 and a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. On 2nd and 12. Jones. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Jones, operating from the gun. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
We play to win. Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Wentz. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Hey, Ford, Tokyo! Hey, Echo!
Throwing is Wentz. He's going to go deep for Conley. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Wentz now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Now Wentz again. That's complete to Arcega-Whiteside. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
82.
From the red zone now, Wentz. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Intended for Zach. Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This a 33-yard attempt. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
Come on,
the Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
You drop Parker.
2nd and 5. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, his third touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
PAT up and good by Rosas, and we are tied at 14. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And to give this time to the tailback. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. A gain there of 21 yards.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On second down now, Strong. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Ready.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some.
On 3rd down, Strong. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Anxious moments there on the fake, but they do get just enough to pick up the first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Let's see what you got.
They go counter with Howard, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
81.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On 2nd down, Strong.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Here we go. 280! Hey, empty!
They'll keep it on the ground. Strong. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Brings up 4th down and 1.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Lefty.
Check 26.
Done.
They'll try and run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4.
He's coming.
They begin with a run by Barkley. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards.
1st down, New York.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. And he'll give it here to his running back. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the Eagles' 31-yard line.
Ready. 10 logo.
Double time. Even. 4 down. Even.
22 jet bombers. Big trip.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
They'll try the left side. Strong. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
On 2nd down now. Strong. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
To throw is Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 33.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Wentz now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Hey, Rip 5-2, out here.
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. Caught here by Conley. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run. Some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Let's go.
And the coach has decided to challenge this play. He has tossed down the red flag. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Flushed out right. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
The penalty yards marched off as they'll try again on 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Wentz. It's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Zach Ertz, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Joseph now to have the PAT. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and 11 now. Jones, catch made by Slayton. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. A first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw.
Walk top.
Hey, Alpha.
On 2nd and 12, Jones will get this out to Barkley, complete. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down.
We got 4. We got
Travis.
Check 3.
Saquon Barkley running right.
I got you, boy.
And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the safety creep.
Leo.
Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch the slant. Wide. Get wide.
Hey, other side, solid.
Wentz to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. They'll try the left side. Strong, and that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, This is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
29 is the mic.
First throw of overtime for Wentz. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Look at me. Zipper. Switch. Shoot.
Again, it's Barkley, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And Tate's got it. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16.
60 Pittsburgh. 64 wins.
First down, Giants.
Jones now on first down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Throwing, Jones. Finds his tight end, Ingram. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34.
Bravo.
Man, I got you.
Now Jones operating from the gun. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brian Batty Calhoun. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
It's second and 8 at the 40-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. To throw, it's Wentz. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Jabril Peppers, the former first-round pick, there on the coverage.
You got to remember, because now that we're in overtime, mistakes get magnified. So you got to walk that line between being aggressive and being careful, because that was a dangerous throw right there. You obviously could not have an interception in this spot.
And nearly was an interception. He's lucky to get that one back. From the gun on third down, Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
First and 10.
Watch the pass. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. You go touch 6-6. Pull it high. You got tight right there. Check 3. Check 3.
Kill. Hey, Charlie.
29 is the mic.
On first and 10, here's Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. That's their second and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47. All day, punt. Hey, check.
Come. Check up.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And an alley to run. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. And he just clocked it. But the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often, a wasted down. And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. And the Eagles are going to win